What's up, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I appreciate you being here. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. It doesn't cost you a thing. Let's help the channel grow. But listen, don't go away because today, not only am I going to tattoo, but I'm actually going to give you a few tips so you can take your shading to the next level. Let's get it. This episode is brought to you by Ink Spike, King Focus Tattoo Supply, a brand I trust. Alright people, we're going to get right to it. For this session in particular, we're only going to use a 3-needle configuration, 17 curve mag. That's going to be used mainly on the mask itself. The 23 curve mag is going to be for the larger areas, that's the background, and the 14 round shader is to get in those tight areas where my mag is too big to fit in. Now the question is, should I fade first or should I saturate first? Well, I'll tell you what, in areas like this, you better know that shit, because if you go in there and you stall too much, your client's not gonna sit that long. This shit hurts right here on the side of the knee. My experience, you should pretty much just have a game plan before you go in there and get in and get out. Make it quick, right? I believe you should fade first. You want to know how far that fade has to go before you saturate. If you saturate and you go a little too far, that fade is going to go too far. That could be a mistake you don't want to mess with. Notice here, once I open the skin with the fade, the saturation gets a lot easier for me. It just goes in a little bit smoother, buttery, it's just cleaner, easier to work with. Now, when it comes to the background, this is where I hear it the most. This is where I hear it all the time. Oh, Juancho, but every time I do my background, it comes out scratchy. It's not even. It's not smooth. What do you do? Listen, the problem usually comes from your hand movement. It might come from the speed of your machine. It might come from the depth. You might be having too much tension on your needle. But I'm going to show you. Look, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find the direction in which your shading should go. Once you find this direction, whether it's from the subject matter or away from the subject matter, you're going to start shading in a uniform pattern way. This is called cross hatching. Now keep in mind, we're not trying to saturate, we're trying to build layers. So you're going to want a soft give, and you're going to want to fan those layers in there instead of trying to saturate. Now, the objective here is also to build the layers until the layers themselves appear darker. That is because the mesh between the hatching is a lot closer together. And this way of shading, in this uniform and patterned way, is what's going to give you smoother shading. Now again, peeps, when we're trying to build these layers, we're not trying to saturate that much. We're trying to make some smooth fades, create some smooth shading, because we're doing background as well. We don't want this to take away from the subject matter. The erratic movement, that shit hurts, man. Just ask your client. Don't be doing that, man. See, in this case, what we're trying to do is more of like a pendulum swing, because it's actually a little more control. And when it's control, it's cleaner, it's smoother, and guess what? It doesn't hurt that much. Just ask your client. Alright, peeps, this is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the episode. I try to be as informative as I could. Take those tips, run with them, do as you please, use it towards your own craft. I'm excited to see what you do with it. But either way, thank you for being here. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.